Hey guys, here is LAURALIE Chapados, HD Muscle Athlete, IFBB Bikini Pro, and here I am again with one more episode on the HD Muscle YouTube channel. Yeah, so right now I am going to train some legs, and I figure out it would be a good workout to show you guys, because I feel that people have this misconception that bikini is only about glutes and some kind of like cap shoulder, but it's not. Actually train legs and it really helps with the overall look. Of course, I focus a little bit more on the hamstring, but I do include some leg extensions. So I'm going to show you guys all that and run you through this workout with me. First things first, I'm going to have pre-HD. So you know my favorite one is the pre-workout ultra in the sour peach ring flavor, because it's so delicious. But now that it's 7 p.m. I don't want to risk it. I'm going to go with the Elite, which is the steam-free pre-workout, but it gives you that insane pump. And that flavor, lemon raspberry, is just as good, to be honest. So I'm gonna put that into my shaker cup. 2 caps of Burn HD. So I take 2 caps of Burn. This is a fat burner in the morning, empty stomach, and then I take 2 more caps before my cardio. But since I don't have any cardio, I'm gonna take 2 more caps right now. So it does have caffeine in it, not a lot. And the way the formula of this fat burner is nothing you have seen in the market before. It's just, there's a cortisol support, and everything that's into it, the ingredient, the component, is made for you to have a good mood and not being overstimulated with the stimulants and have that jittery feeling. So if you had issues with any fat burner before, make sure you try this one, because it's really going to be something you've ever tried before. All right, guys, exercise number 1, we're gonna start warming up with some walking lunges. Again, right now, not trying to build muscle, not trying to break down muscle either, to be honest. I'm not looking to be sore, because I don't wanna hold on to some water and inflammation as less as possible. So one tip I would say when I do my lunges, and especially the walking lunges, you don't want to go through the motion. You really wanna muscle up and then take a step forward. And when I take my step forward and actually bend, I make sure that I'm pushing my knees out, and that feet over there is a little bit wider and away, because all the pressure is on that leg.
Boss, 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 baby, I'm a boss, 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 calling all the shots, shots, shots.
Hey guys, so exercise number 2, or the first exercise, is going to be some good old leg press. Regular stance. I'm going to go progressive overload with that exercise. What that means is that I'm gonna add weight to every set. So I'm gonna do about 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps on that exercise, and as much as I can. I'm going to use a foam roll right under my butt to make sure that my lower back sticks to the bench at all time. That prevents you from injuries. So you normally would go, when you bring back your legs, what happens is that it's going to lift up that lower back. And if you guys didn't know, I got injured last year before the Olympia, my lower back, so I'm trying to be very careful with that, especially when I'm going heavier on an exercise. All right, guys, exercises number 2 of the working sets and reps. We're gonna start with some standing hamstring curls. So these are probably the hardest hamstring curls you can ever do. I do laying hamstring curls and some sitting hamstring curls, and I can go heavy on these too. But the standing up one, if you're actually standing all the way up, it's really, really hard, because it targets a different part of your hamstring. So more lower hamstring, this part right here, that I really wanna develop. That's the reason why right after doing a more full leg development, lunges, and leg press, I go straight into an isolation exercise where I isolate my hamstring, and I will finish up with some quads, but as I said, mostly targeting hamstring for now. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 12 to 15 reps. All right, so on this exercise, I won't go very heavy. I could go heavier and actually position myself this way. That way you have a lot more swing and you can actually go heavier. But if you really want to isolate, as I said, the bottom of your hamstring part, that's where you want to stand tall and keep that quad all the way into the pad, like from your hip to the top of your knees. That should be anchored into the pad, and don't lift that up. That's the reason why I can go all the way down, but I actually can go all the way up, because from, I would say, 90 degrees up, you actually put tension on your quads, and it's not a quad exercise, it's a hamstring exercise. So you want to be careful with that. Next exercise, some rowing hip bridges, curls, slash. They're just really good. If you're able, like, you really have to thrust those glutes up and make sure you keep them up in a thrust where your core is really engaged and stable, and actually you just curl it through to your butt and then down as much as you can and curl it back to your butt while keeping that thrust at the top. Do as much as you can, and I would do a 4 set right here of as much as I can. All right, so right before we jump into the quad isolation exercises, I'm going to do the exercise I hate the most, I dislike the most, I would say, some Bulgarian split squat with a dumbbell. So this one right here, it's a tough one. It's not an easy one. How I like to do them is actually put a foot back. This leg is not gonna have any tension whatsoever, but I'm not gonna go so much away. So I'm trying to keep my hips pretty aligned, and what's gonna happen is that it's gonna target also my hamstring and my glutes, so not only my quads. So you wanna hold the dumbbell on the leg that's on the floor, and then with that hand, you're just trying to balance yourself, and you go down, pushing that knee away, go up, and squeeze, thrust right here. Go down, and thrust. Pro tip right here, when you do your Bulgarian split squat, what I like to do is actually do a pause, hold at the bottom. So normally you hear people holding at a squeeze, which I love doing, but this one, when you actually drop down, you're able to bring the blood flow to your glutes and hold that stretch, and then you explode on the way back, and you squeeze those glutes right here. And stretch, hold, bring it back. There you go. Aiming for 12 to 15, one leg at a time. There's no competition. Like, it's really me against me. I'm going to be on stage with 3-time Miss Olympia, 2-time Miss Olympia, defending Miss Olympia, and the defending and current Arnold bikini champion and Australia champion. So I am going to be my best self on that stage, and that's really what I'm bringing. I left no stone unturned. I've been prepping since the last time I stepped on stage was in September, where I got qualified for the Olympia. And in my mind, there was not a single day that I haven't seen myself getting that title and visualize it, and just it got clearer and clearer every single day. And now that I'm right there, I can really feel it in my bones that like it's gonna happen, and I have to believe that much. And that's really that's been my purpose, my goal, and I've been showing up at the gym with that same drive and that same burning desire, just getting like more, that fire inside me, just getting like, just exploding every time that I was doing cardio. Like there was no, people were asking me like, how do you get motivated? How do you stay motivated? It's not about motivation anymore. It's just about getting it done because I want this so bad, so bad. So competition or not, whoever shows up at the Olympia, they're all gonna show up 100%, but I'm gonna be 110%. No stones unturned that prep. So that's gonna wrap the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in on HD Muscle channel. Again, your support is just, it really means the world to me, especially coming like this close to the show and the Olympia, and seeing all the hype and the love that you gave me every single day on all my channel, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, social media, the little DMs that I get. It really means the world to me. So I will see you guys really, really soon. I'm sending you all my love. Please keep crushing your workout. If this type of video you like, make sure you comment down below what you want to see next from me. And I will see you guys next in Orlando, Florida for the Mr. Olympia. All right, guys, signing off.